welcome back to An Artist Travels. My name is Nikki and today I'm just giving you a little bit of an update. I'm currently in week 4 of the Artist Way, which is a 12-week course. It's all about finding your creative self or reconnecting with your creative self or just being creative. A 12-week course to be creative. Now in my last video, I spoke about how I'd like to give you updates on this thing called the artist date. The artist date is this idea of taking your artist self on a date, a solo date, in order to replenish your creative well and just to get those creative juices flowing. And so I've been doing different things. I went dancing in these really cool underground tunnels. They're called the vault tunnels. I've actually done a lot of performances there. They have these underground theatres. It's underneath Waterloo Station, and we were just dancing outside, like for anyone to see as they were walking past, for the graffiti artists, for anyone who was hanging there. And it was actually really fun. It was a beginners hip-hop class, so I thought it would be maybe a bit awkward because we were beginners and stuff, but we were just having so much fun. It was a vibe. And then we had this whole dance circle, and like someone who was just walking past just joined in, and there were 2 people. They were incredible dancers. It was so cool. But yeah, the woman was like, oh, she was amazing. So anyway, that's kind of the sort of things I've been doing, and I wanted to be a little bit more adventurous for the next artist date. And so I just really wanted to follow what I wanted to do. So I went into Camden. I'm a really big believer of travel doesn't always just have to be abroad. I love travel, like don't get me wrong, in all sorts of ways, but I just really believe that you can travel within your own city as well. So I went to Camden. I love Camden, and I was trying to find their Whole Foods there. I'm vegan, so I haven't been to Whole Foods in a long time. There's only 6 in the UK. And so I went to Camden, ended up not going to Whole Foods, but just had a great time, wandered around. I got a bubble tea. I'd really been wanting a bubble tea for so long. Nice, and I got it for like a discounted price. And then just went shopping. I found the youngest trader in Camden apparently, and it was this lovely woman, and she makes sort of like African inspired accessories, so like hats. She was making face masks, because one of the reasons I went as well, I really wanted to buy myself a face mask. And we had a great time. Her name was Destiny, and she was lovely. We were just vibing, we were feeling the vibes. Hey everyone, I'm here in Judy's shop. This is Dee Dee. Do you want to say hey?
Hello, my name's Destiny, but you can call me Dee Dee. Welcome to my shop, girl.
It's beautiful. Let's show it around.
Hey.
Vibes.
Hey.
Vibing.
Vibes.
Woo!
Vibes.
Yes. Super
Yes,
cute.
guys, I do African and alternative inspired accessories.
Yeah.
Handmade with love, inspired by
Beautiful. And I got the last one. I was going to show what I got. I'll show you when I get home. And I really like your notebooks as well. I'll probably come back for some because I'm a notebook person. So
If you stay tuned for Christmas time next month, I've got a lot of exciting new products coming.
okay.
Range of face masks, reversible hair ties.
Yes, I should come for some of these as well.
I'm going to be playing around
I'll be coming.
with different fabrics, mixed with African materials.
Okay. I'll be coming. I'm coming back. I'll come back. Because I didn't know this was here, so I'm excited now.
Well, now you know, girl.
Now I know. And then something that was really cool is that the night before I'd been thinking about doing modeling, or like the fact that actually I think I would enjoy doing modeling. And then the next day when I met Destiny, after we were talking for a while, she asked me whether I would like to do some modeling for her brand. That's amazing. How cool is that? Like, God is so good. I love the way that he hears our prayers even when we don't know their prayers yet. When we're just like, oh, I think that would be cool, God's like, yeah, I'm just gonna give you that opportunity right now, so take it. So that was really lovely. We had a great time. Let me show you what she gave me. Oh, it's downstairs. BRB. I bought this face mask because I'd been working with disposable face masks and I kind of got bored with them, and I just wanted like my own personal one. So this is it. They're all like handmade. Super cute. I also got a matching, so I haven't tried this on yet, but I got a choker. I love like the gold, it's so pretty. And then a matching necklace which matches the face mask. I believe that they're handmade, and I just thought it was super cute, so that was really nice. So check out Destiny's shop if you're ever in Camden. I haven't been keeping up with them as much as she says that you should in the book. However, I've been enjoying them more than I thought I would, which is interesting because I think something I mentioned last video was the fact that I did not think I would vibe with them, but they're actually a really nice time to just spend with myself, like, and listen to myself. It sounds weird, but you literally, you just sit and you're like, hey self, what you feeling? And then your self is like, let me tell you about all of this. And it's really cool. It's like, oh, I don't know, it's just really cool to sit and listen to yourself. A couple of other things, it's really interesting because she talks about this feeling that in week 4 you might start feeling like you want to declutter things and get rid of things and like clean out your space. I felt like that last week, so I actually started decluttering my room, and today I've been decluttering. We're getting there. I'm quite happy with all the progress, and I guess she kind of talks about this idea of just like a new you is coming forth, which I actually do feel like that, not because of the art. I think there are things that are coming out as a result of this that are contributing to that. And then I think just in general for me, there were some changes I wanted to make, and this has been a nice time to focus on those changes and get a head start, because typically those changes come for like New Year, but we're getting a head start for that. What else? So she talks about this idea of synchronicity. Now I'm always going to talk about these things from my Christian standpoint. That's me. You just gotta get used to it. So basically she talks about this idea of synchronicity. So when you say you want to do something and you make up your mind that you want it to happen, loads of things will align. And I kind of already believe that. I do believe that from a Christian standpoint, in terms of prayers being answered by God. And I just feel like, so this isn't something new for me. She calls it synchronicity, and she talks about deliberately keeping an eye out for them, and I think that is actually quite valuable, to deliberately keep your eyes out and open for opportunities and for prayers being answered. So for example, like the modeling situation, now that's something I would call spiritual alignment. That's like an alignment with God. I am not, like, obviously I'm really happy about it, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, because I'm typically aware of these things in my life anyway. Like, that's not shocking. The script that I mentioned in my last video, this week I saw a call out for Black female comedy script writers, like someone who had a comedy script, and I was like, I'll submit my one. But how funny is that? Because had I not followed the impulse to write that script, which typically I wouldn't have, which is something I spoke about in the previous video, I typically would have just like ignored it. But because I was, you know, doing this course and I was thinking about, you know, just lean into the creativity, I did it. And I would not have had a script to have given in had I not worked on that script, right? Which, like, obviously, like, you have to work on something to have the thing. And then, yeah, there was a call out for exactly what I needed for Black people, but also Black women, but also Black women with comedy script, like very specific. God is so good. Like, how cool is that? How cool is that? So I'm always, you know, I'm always on the lookout for answered prayers and things like that. And I think this is a really interesting course in terms of bringing your focus and your intentionality to actually notice these things when they happen, because sometimes these things happen and we ignore them. So I'm doing it with friends, so I would recommend doing it with friends if you want to do it. You just have to get yourself a copy of this, or I suppose one person can get a copy and then you could send the task to each other. But it's nice to have this copy. I'm really enjoying reading through it week by week. I generally sit on a Sunday night or a Saturday and read for the week ahead. This week, week 4, is recovering a sense of integrity. So far I'm really enjoying it. I'm loving the idea of the artist date. It's really helping me be more intentional with creating a more fun and adventurous life, and in leaning into your creativity. And I love the idea of replenishing the well, and I'm so happy that I took the day out in Camden. I had so much fun. I will see you later. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and to subscribe for more updates on The Artist Way, as well as anything to do with writing and acting, because that's what we do at this channel, including book reviews, movie reviews, updates on my artist life, and also advice for your own creative projects as well. So I will see you next time with a new video. Peace out.